What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secrets, and today's video is going to be a fun and highly requested one. So today's going to be my top 10 favorite brands that I love to look and shop for at TJ Maxx that is 100% worth your money, that if I see something from this brand, it is always a yes. If it fits my style and my aesthetic, it is always a yes for me. So like I said, some of these brands I do have that I purchased for myself, and some of them I have purchased for other people. So I will kind of explain everything as the brand. But if you want to see one for Nordstrom Rack, my TJ Maxx shopping hacks, my Nordstrom Rack shopping hacks, how to shop last call by Neiman Marcus, if you want to see any other kind of discount or off price type video, definitely leave them down below because I can film a video for you like that. And I'll also post some of the greatest sellings from designer and contemporary brands. So if you guys are interested in knowing what the best deals are for some of these brands, check the links because they change from video to video. So let's go ahead and get started because this has been a highly requested video. So if you guys know, I love to shop at TJ Maxx. Believe it or not, like less than a year ago, I used to not really shop at TJ Maxx. I used to shop more at the Bloomingdale's outlet, and I used to shop a little bit more at Nordstrom Rack. But now the tables have kind of turned where I do shop at TJ Maxx. I would say back in the summer, it was more like of a weekly basis. I would say now it's more of a every other type week basis because, you know, TJ Maxx and a lot of stores weren't open for like almost 2 months. So I kind of wanted to get my retail therapy on, so I did shop more frequently. But now I kind of have stopped a little bit, and I just kind of I may go in there, and if I see something and if I like it, I'll purchase it. But if I don't see anything that I absolutely love, then I just completely walk out of the store. So let's go ahead and get started with this list. So the number one brand that I always say yes to, and you'll see these throughout my vlogs. If you watch all my vlogs of TJ Maxx, you'll see a lot of the brands that I talk about in this video. My top 5 most viewed videos from TJ Maxx linked down below, so you can kind of reference and see what I'm kind of talking about. But the first brand that I always say yes to when I find a great price and that I love is Vince. So Vince is a California brand, and what I love about Vince that it's a very clean cut, minimal brand. For me, I love pieces that you can wear again and again and again, pieces that you can get your money's worth, and things that just hold up really well. I'm a very quality versus quantity person. I'd much rather have that one nice black blazer than to have, you know, 50 million other blazers. That's just the type of person that I am. And for me, what I love about Vince is that the pieces are made to last. I have pieces from Vince that are 5 years old that still look brand new because I've taken care of it. I've worn them on a consistent basis, and they literally look brand new. So for me, every single time I see a piece from Vince that fits me, that I really love, I always say yes to, because Vince quality is impeccable and you can never go wrong with Vince items. So I'll show you an example of some of the Vince pieces that I'm going to be showing you. First pieces that I'm going to be showing you just as an example is this 100% silk top from Vince. So this one's in a size medium. It's a little wrinkly because I just got back from my trip from California, but it is 100% silk. It is in a size medium, and I believe something like this retailed for about $275 or $300, and I paid $48, and it's just a nice flowy top here for the Texas summer. I love the contrast of these kind of pearly buttons with the black silk, and this is something that I could wear again and again and again. I have a black silk long sleeve one from Nordstrom Rack that I bought many years ago, and when I saw this one, I knew that I was going to wear a lot. So for me, I just love the versatility because I can wear this with denim, I can wear this with black trousers, I can wear this with pretty much anything, and it'll pretty much go, and it's just perfect because it's nice and flowy for the Texas weather. Thing that you see a lot at TJ Maxx, especially now, are going to be a lot of Vince sweaters. So this one I did get from Nordstrom Rack, but Vince has a lot of sweaters like this at TJ Maxx, and they're just 100% cashmere. They are high quality, like the pilling is non-existent, and I did wear this quite a lot last kind of winter, and I just love the color. And for me, you find a lot of these sweaters, and usually they're about $130 or $120. Now if it's in season and you get a cashmere sweater for $120 or $130, even if it's not yellow tag or red tag, I would say absolutely go for it. Or I would just go for Vince in general. If you see a nice piece from Vince that you like from TJ Maxx, I would go for it. This is another classic one that I have. This is a classic denim shirt. I got this one about a year ago, and it just is impeccable. It still looks brand new the moment that I bought it, and I just love to have staple pieces that I could, you know, mix and match. And I think something about a wardrobe having pieces that mix and match just makes life a whole lot easier. So every single time I see Vince items, and they do also carry men's Vince items as well, I always say yes to. So if you guys find any great Vince items, 100% yes, 100% worth the money. I have never had any issues with Vince items, and this is coming from somebody that has very, very high standards for the clothing, the handbags, the shoes, the glasses that I wear. So for me, Vince is a ball in the park, and if you ever see Vince and it's a piece that you love and that's timeless, I would absolutely 100% say it is worth your money, especially at TJ Maxx. I also wanted to throw a quick question. I don't have a TJ Maxx credit card, but if any of you guys do have it, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Or should I just stick with, you know, like American Express credit card or like a Chase credit card? I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and your opinions of your experiences with a TJ Maxx credit card, because it's a brand that I have been seeing a lot recently at TJ Maxx is Veronica Beard. So if you know me, I love Veronica Beard. A lot of my blazers are from Veronica Beard. I have a lot of Veronica Beard pieces, and I tend to get them most on sale, on them at full price department stores before, but for the most part I tend to buy all my Veronica Beard pieces on sale. And so recently, I don't know, like I used to not see Veronica Beard there at all, but now I've been seeing Veronica Beard very, very frequently, so I want to go ahead and mention it. So I've seen a lot of blazers at TJ Maxx, and they're usually about $100, and a Veronica Beard blazer from Neiman Marcus or the Veronica Beard store, it would run you anywhere about $600 to $900 or even $1,000 depending on embellishments, if it's tweed, the type of buttons and anything. So I would say if you find a Veronica Beard blazer under $150 and you love it, I would absolutely go for it. So since Veronica Beard just now starting getting into TJ Maxx, I only have one piece, but I'll show you kind of piece what I'm talking about. So this is a Veronica Beard blazer. I got her about a year ago, and she is in this kind of gingham print, and she has these beautiful silver buttons. But the thing is, all the Veronica Beard blazers have this little zipper that you can put dickies inside of it. So what do you mean by dickies? So this is a dickie right here. So this is the classic Veronica Beard black scuba blazer, and it has a dickie right here. So meaning you can zip this out and zip this in, and you can put this insert that's a gray hoodie into the other jacket. And they have cashmere ones, they have leather, like biker ones, they have so many dickies. So I've also seen Veronica Beard dickies at TJ Maxx for under $40 or under $30. So I would say if you see Veronica Beard blazers, or if you see any of the dickies, or just any of the clothing in general. Now I did purchase these Veronica Beard pants here. They are the Veronica Beard, I believe they're called the Lago pant, and they are actually the same material as this blazer. So this blazer and dickie were purchased from a full price department store, but I found the classic black with the slit through the middle retail for $400, and I got them for $48. The classic black Veronica Beard. So you can find classic and core items at TJ Maxx. So now I have a complete set of a Veronica Beard suit with a dickie insert, and yeah, I've just been seeing a lot more Veronica Beard. So if you do see Veronica Beard items that you love, I would say it is always a yes, yes, and a yes. Third brand that I want to talk about is Longchamp. So I've been seeing Longchamp almost every single time I go into TJ Maxx. So I also wanted to say that there are two different types of TJ Maxx. There are TJ Maxx that do not have runway, and there are TJ Maxx that have runway. So runway meaning they have the designer kind of section. So Vince, Theory, Veronica Beard, all the handbags and the shoes that are designer are going to be in that department, and they all have like this little red thingy that if you take that off, you cannot return the item. So I know here in Texas and Dallas, there are a lot of runway stores. Seeing a lot of Longchamp bags, even the classic 145 style, like the classic one right here, that are like about like maybe 120, 109. And if you find classic Longchamp bags, like even current ones that are still selling for full price at the Longchamp boutique here in Dallas or through the department stores, I would absolutely 100% say yes to. So I'll show you an absolute perfect example of something that you'll find. The classic Longchamp tote, but this one has the strap on it with the silver hardware, and something like this retails for $245, and you would find it there for $180. Now you may say, Sergio, that's still a little bit of expensive, that's still a lot of money, but the thing is, they are the full price styles and they never go out of style. So I did buy this one full price from Nordstrom about like 2 years ago, and it looks brand new. So if you do want a Longchamp bag, I would definitely check TJ Maxx. You know, maybe the savings won't be as crazy as 50% off or 60% off, but I just think that the prices is like 30% off. I think that's really great, especially if you want to get some of the leather Longchamp bags. I've seen them, like the ones that are $500-600, they're for like $400 or $350. So I think that is quite a bit of savings. I did buy the leather Longchamp bag. I just couldn't find it where it was, but it's the classic leather one. I got it for $250, but the retail is $670 because it's the larger size. size. So if you do want Longchamp bags, even like styles that are still sold full price, I would highly suggest checking TJ Maxx. They have, I don't know how they get their stock, but they get the Longchamp bags, which is insane because sometimes I go and they have every single Le Pliage in all the different colors, sizes, and leather ones, backpacks. They have it all. So I would check it, and if they don't have it, I would just keep on going back and back and back. But yeah, Longchamp is definitely a yes brand that I would say too if you find at TJ Maxx. I talk about is Frame. So Frame's cut doesn't suit me. I feel like they're a little bit too feminine. They're a little bit more, you know, cropped. Some of the denim doesn't fit me well, but I know a lot of my friends love to shop for Frame, and you can find Frame jeans, and Frame is carried at Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue. They're carried at Bloomingdale's, and they retail for about 200 plus for a denim. And I've seen many Frame jeans, even white ones, black ones, or kind of current kind of ones that still look very, very relevant in fashion. Well, I think a good pair of denim never really goes out of style, but I've seen them for under $50. Under $50 for a classic Frame, and I've seen Frame blazers for under $80, Frame tops for under $50, and I know some of these may be expensive, but when you think about a Zara price, or you think about an H&M price, they're about the same equivalent. So that Vince top that I got, that silk, that was $48, like that from Zara, would cost me around the same, if not a little bit more. So I want to say that TJ Maxx, what I like is that they give people the opportunity, like myself, to purchase high quality and core items for a really, really great price. So that's something that I will say about TJ Maxx that I love me coming back, is that their selection has always been really, really great. There may be a week or two where they don't get really good stock, but for the most part, they always have really, really great items. And Frame has just always been at TJ Maxx. They always have a lot of great deals and does very, very high materials, high quality items, and all of them are under $100. And like I said, even the denim under 40 bucks, that's like the price of a Zara denim. I would always say yes to. The only thing I will say about Frame items is that sometimes the Frame items are not in the runway section. Sometimes they have a regular tag and they're more in the contemporary section, like Free People, which is another brand I'll talk about in a second. So I would just make sure to check both sections if you're looking for Frame, just because they are in the regular kind of contemporary section, and then there are also in the runway section. So if your store is not a runway store, I would check your regular TJ Maxx that doesn't have runway, because you might be surprised and you might actually find Frame there. Taste of My Clothing is very clean cut, minimal, and Theory's another brand like that. Theory is very much like Vince. I like to kind of compare them, even though they're not really the same. I think Theory makes high quality suiting. They make great blazers, great trousers, great shells. I think they make impeccable pieces. So one of my favorite finds that I found over the summer, I actually bought two of them. The other one's in the dry cleaners. It's like button up. So for me, it is not sheer. Like, yes, you can see it here because there's 3 fluorescent lightings, but a lot of white crisp shirts, I always have to wear a tank top. I always have to wear something under it, but this one just has great coverage, and in the back here it cinches in, so when I wear the blazer I don't have extra material. And I also have like a Theory hoodie, and I've also bought other Theory items like trousers from TJ Maxx, and I just think that they make high quality items. If office job, or you have to dress up a little bit more for work and you need kind of high quality items that you can rely on, I would say Theory is really great. I would say Vince does a little bit more casual pieces. They don't do like as much blazers and stuff like that. They do really good trousers, but they don't really do like a lot of blazers and a lot of formal pieces. I would say a lot of their items are more kind of laid back, but that's kind of my style. But Theory has more elevated, and they have more like button-ups, they have very shells, they have skirts, they have, you know, blazers. So if you are looking for more work attire, or more like kind of like more dressy up attire, I would say Theory is a really great brand. I love Theory. I have quite a bit of pieces. What I will say about Theory is that some of their pieces runs very, very small. So this is a Theory large, and usually in Vince I'm a small, and Veronica Beard I'm more of a medium. But Theory does run a little bit smaller. I would always size up if you find them like at the TJ Maxx website, or if you're just looking to buy Theory in general, I would just say always kind of size up, just because I feel like some of their items run very, very small. But Theory is also a yes brand that I always say yes to every single time I find at TJ Maxx, and if I love it, like I said, I bought this one like the moment TJ Maxx opened back up, and then like I saw this, and like 3 weeks later I saw another one at another TJ Maxx and I bought it, and this is my favorite white shirt ever. And then when I just came back from California and I found another one, kind of not the same cut like the other two, but very, very similar, and now I think Theory makes a perfect white button up. But Theory is always a brand that always you should always say yes to. I'm going to talk about the next brand. So the next brand is going to be Eileen Fisher. So right now I don't have any items from Eileen Fisher. I used to have some in the past, and I know my mom's a big fan of certain Eileen Fisher pieces, but I will say Eileen Fisher is also a brand that you find a lot at TJ Maxx. They kind of come in a bunch. Like, you'll see them all at once, and you won't see Eileen Fisher for like a month or two, and then you'll see them all again. But what I like about Eileen Fisher is that their items are organically made. They have very, very sustainable items, but I will say a lot of Eileen Fisher items runs big. So usually I can fit into an extra small in Eileen Fisher. I know that's crazy, but they run a little super big. So if you are looking at Eileen Fisher, I would just say kind of size down, even up to 2 sizes depending on the item. But I will say Eileen Fisher makes high quality great items, and if you are looking for great kind of sweaters, because that's what they are kind of known for, they do kind of great sweaters or like kind of cardigans, I will always say yes to a good Eileen Fisher item. Right now I don't have any Eileen Fisher items in my collection. I used to, but I know my mom loves Eileen Fisher, and I have Fisher items for her at TJ Maxx, and she loves and she enjoys them, and it's something that she can use again and again and again and again. This brand is going to be a jewelry brand, and it is going to be Lagos. So this is another brand that I don't have personally, but I have purchased a lot of Lagos pieces for a lot of my friends. So for example, a couple days before Valentine's Day in February, I was at TJ Maxx and I saw a Lagos classic caviar bracelet for $48. I tried to insert the picture here, and I bought it, and I was like, I told my friends, like, do you want it? It's a really great price. If not, I'm gonna keep it. And I kind of regretted it after a little while. I was like, oh, I should have kept it for myself, but she loves it and she wears it because she has a beautiful kind of jewelry stack. And then from time to time I do find a lot of great Lagos pieces, red tag, and they are under $100. So Lagos is a very high quality jewelry brand founded by Stephen Lagos. He is carried at Nordstrom, he's carried at Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and a lot of jewelry stores, and he just does very timeless. He's kind of known for the kind of caviar bracelets or the caviar pieces, and his items are just very timeless. Like, if you look 5 years ago, a lot of the pieces are still very relevant. They do have their pieces that are a little bit more mature, or kind of like they're kind of random pieces, but I will say kind of for the most part their caviar items go well. They pair well with David Yurman jewelry, they pair well with Tiffany & Co, Cartier, and every time I see a Lagos piece, I may not buy it for myself, but there has been a few times where I have purchased it for friends and family, like earrings and bracelets, because they're really great prices, and power in them, you can do everything, live your life, and you don't really have to take it off. The only time I would take it off if you're kind of gonna get contact with chlorine, or if you know you're gonna get some sort of substance where you may stain it. But I will always say yes to Lagos jewelry, and the thing is, you always find it a lot in the runway stores, and it's usually in the first fixture, kind of facing out, kind of by the doors. That's usually where all the Lagos jewelry is at, and I will always say yes to a good Lagos jewelry. And this brand is going to be a brand that, like I said, kind of like Veronica Beard, that I've been seeing quite a lot, and it's Lafayette 148. So I purchased 2 pieces from Lafayette 148, and if you see my vlogs, you've seen blazers and so many other good items from Lafayette. You know, a lot of more sizes that don't really fit me, but I did find 2 incredible pieces at 2 different times that I definitely want to show you. The first item is this beautiful long, I just got back from my trip, so I have to definitely take these to the dry cleaners. These beautiful long drapey that I can wear with boots or with like a loafer Lafayette pants. These ones retailed for $468, and they're Lafayette too, so they're kind of like Eileen Fisher, where they run super big, and a Veronica Beard I'd probably be like a 6 or 8, but in Lafayette I'm a size 2. These ones for 35 bucks, guys. 35 bucks for some classic high quality. And the thing is, Lafayette makes very high quality items, and the thing is, I've always felt like Lafayette was like a little bit more mature. Yes, they do have a little bit more mature pieces, but I feel like I love Lafayette, and I've also been to like Nordstrom Rack and other stores, and I've been buying more Lafayette pieces as well. Their things are highly well made. I don't think any of their items look very dated. Like, this is a classic black pant that you can have forever, and I've been wanting kind of a wide leg pant, and the fact that I got this for 35 bucks, like something from this from Zara would have been easily $50-$60, and it's high quality, super well sad, and I got it and I love it. And I always tell you guys to follow me on Instagram, because you guys always know when I find the deals at TJ Maxx, and sometimes when I post something like an hour or two, sometimes when I post something an hour or two later, you guys will go to that TJ Maxx and show me what I showed on my Instagram story. But Lafayette is always a yes brand. This one is in a size 10, but I want it to be super oversized, so I've always wanted a nice high quality lace shirt, and I got this one for I think $35 $400 as well, retailed for I think $400, and it's just a classic high quality. If you know anything about lace, you know lace is one of the most expensive things you could ever make, and that lace, you could tell if it's a high quality lace or if it's like a cheaply made lace. Lace is just such a hard material to kind of make or to produce. It's very expensive. So the fact that I got this Lafayette top for 35 bucks, a high quality, the buttons are kind of covered up. This is something that I could have for many years. It's just a classic lace top. I think you can never go wrong with. And the thing is that I've seen button-ups, I've seen pants, I've seen so many great items from Lafayette, and Lafayette has always been such a yes brand now. You know, even 6 months ago, I used to not really think about Lafayette, but now I'm in love with Lafayette. I feel like it goes with me, and it goes with a lot of my everyday things. And I also have this blue button-up shirt that I wore in a couple videos ago. I'll try to insert the picture here, and that one was also like 35 bucks or $40. And I love me good Lafayette pieces. So if you ever see Lafayette, Lafayette is a yes brand. And then we're gonna finish out with the last two. So the next brand, which is not well, there are 3 brands, but they're part of the same company. So it is Joie, Current Elliott, and Equipment. They're all part of the same brands, and sometimes if you go into malls, sometimes their stores are like literally right next to each other. They kind of split them up. But all those 3 brands always go on sale. At Bloomingdale's, you can find them at Neiman Marcus. But these brands have pretty much high quality items. Joie and Equipment for sure. Equipment does a lot of great silk items, and Joie just makes like a lot of nice denim, a lot of nice pieces, like just regular tops. I will say just Current Elliott, just kind of watch out. Just make sure the thing that you like is really, really good, because some of their items can be kind of hit or miss, but Joie and Equipment are pretty good, decent brands. The thing is, I would never pay full price for any of these brands. As far as Joie, Current Elliott, or Equipment. The other brands that I mentioned on this list, there have been certain brands that I have purchased full price items from, but for sure Joie, Current Elliott, and Equipment I will never pay full price for. They always go on sale, and the thing is, when they a lot of the times they stay till red tag, and you can find a lot of great like silk pieces, like a beautiful emerald green, yellow silk shirt, or like a red silk shirt from Equipment for under 30 bucks, under $40. And same for Joie, nice denim for under $30, a beautiful Joie dress for under $40. So I will always say yes to all those 3 brands, and sometimes those brands are kind of like frame, where they're kind of in the regular section. They're not necessarily always going to be in the designer section. So I would always kind of go back and forth. But I will always say yes to those brands, but I will only buy it if it's less than $50 and if it's a piece that I really, really like. And then the last brand, which I also asked you guys on Instagram to put a poll about your favorite brands you like to find at TJ Maxx, and this one was actually the top rated one. I actually got a lot of Vince and a lot of Theory, but I will say Free People was probably the #1. And the thing is, you can find a lot of great deals on Free People. A lot of even like things that are like, if it came out a month ago, you'll see at TJ Maxx, especially at the kind of runway sections. But this one's more in the contemporary section only. It's never going to be in the designer section. But Free People, I think they make a lot of fun pieces. I think that they have like a very kind of boho chic. I'm not the biggest fan of Free People, but my mom is. She loves Free People. She loves a lot of their kind of sweaters. She likes the denim. She likes just Free People in general. It suits much her style and her aesthetic. So every time I see a good Free People item for her, I always pick it up for her or for some of my friends that are a little bit more into that boho chic. I just think that Free People just makes great pieces, and especially for the prices at TJ Maxx, I think that's what they're worth at. You know, there are some pieces that I think is worth paying full price from Free People, but for the most part, all those pieces you'll find at TJ Maxx eventually within that kind of 3-month period frame. So I will always say yes to Free People. But yeah, guys, these are going to be my top 10 favorite brands that I always say yes to when I see at TJ Maxx. I know there's a few that I kind of missed out, but I wanted to get things that I actually have purchased for other people or for myself. So we're going to go through the list one more time. Vince, Theory, Longchamp, Frame, Veronica Beard, Eileen Fisher, Lagos, Lafayette 148, Free People, Joie, Current Elliott, and Equipment, which are categorized into one. Those are my top 10 favorite brands to find at TJ Maxx. And if you want to see my top 10 brands that I don't really like to buy at TJ Maxx, or things that I don't buy at TJ Maxx at all, definitely let me know down below, because I would love to film that video for you guys. But yeah, I always get asked what are the brands that I always go for at TJ Maxx, and if you watch my vlogs you can kind of see, but I also wanted to make a separate video so you guys know what the brands are and what are good to go. If you follow me on Instagram, you see a lot of my pieces come from Nordstrom Rack, from TJ Maxx, and I just love them, and I style them, and I elevate them with a lot of the pieces that I have in my wardrobe. So I think what's good about a lot of these brands is that they all kind of mix and match, and they all can kind of go with each other. They can all kind of complement each other. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love each and every single one of you guys. Let me know what your favorite brand is to purchase at TJ Maxx, so I would love to hear it down below. And yeah guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. There's gonna be a lot of great content in a video every single day in the month of September. Bye guys, y que se cuidan mucho.